Vadasheri Damodaran Satheesan. That is the correct pronunciation of the new Chief Minister of Kerala, or Keralam as I should call it. Now here's a challenge to all the non-Malayalam channels or to the anchors, reporters. Whenever there is a difficult word in any South Indian language, they use the short form, the acronym. So, Tamizhaga Vetri Kazhagam, oh sorry, I can't pronounce it. So that becomes TVK. Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, oh sorry, that becomes DMK or AIADMK and so on and so forth. So everywhere they'll use a short form. So here, although he himself takes oath as VD Satheesan, and by the way, the second S in Satheesan is written as S, but it's pronounced as Sh, just like Shabarimala. Shabarimala is written as S, but pronounced as Sh. So here also it is Vadasheri Damodaran Satheesan. Now let's look at the vowel sequence here. Vadasheri. There is only one long vowel here. She. Vadasheri. Everything else is small. Vadasheri. Vadasheri. Damodaran. Da and Mo are long. Daran are short. Satheesan. Satheesan. So totally there are four long vowels here. She, Da, Mo and Ti. Vadasheri Damodaran Satheesan. So the challenge to all the non-Malayalam channels is, this time, I know it's easy to pronounce it as VD Satheesan, and there is no R in this name. There is no Tamizhaga Vetri Kazhagam. I'll come to why not pronouncing R is a sore point with me. I'll come to that. There's no difficult word here. So just go for Vadasheri Damodaran. They're all normal words. Vadasheri Damodaran Satheesan. Go for it. Go for the full name. Let's see this time. It's not so difficult. Now coming to the point why not being able to say R is a sore point. I've met so many people who say, I'm not a Tamil person, I'm not a Malayalam person, so I can't pronounce R. So how are you able to pronounce Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan? You're not a Persian, you're not an Arabian. How are you able to pronounce that? And if you're talking about natural sounds, a child can only make Ma, Na and Ba. I used to give tuitions to survive when I was a kid, and I know kids who are 12, 13 can't say R, they say L. Hanlet 1, Hanlet 2, I remember those days. So and many kids can't say Sir. Sir is also a Danta sound that requires the teeth. They say Fur. In fact, in Kamine, there is a beautiful dialogue, Shahid Kapoor's dialogue. He says, "Main fur ko fur bolta hu." He meant, "Main sir ko fur bolta hu," because he can't say Sir. He says, "Main fur ko fur bolta hu," and that became a joke by itself. None of the sounds that you're making today, whether it is Sir, R, G, Z, so you can say Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, but you can't say Tamizhaga Vetri Kazhagam. The R is so difficult. And R is very easy. I mean, just because Shah Rukh Khan says Khan, H from epiglottis, you basically copy it. But nobody says that from Tamil Nadu or Malayalam. You go ahead and mispronounce it, freely mispronounce it. There's one legendary journalist called Saurabh Dwivedi who moved from Lallan Top, where he used to mispronounce names left, right and center. He used to call Menaka Gandhi Maneka Gandhi. And he used to say, I repeat, the pronunciation is Maneka Gandhi. I mean, crying out loud. And he's now moved to Indian Express Hindi, where he continues making the same mistakes. Tamizhaga Vetri Kazhagam is something like Tamilaga Vetri Kalagam or something like that, some mispronounce. Why should you go for the L? It's not L, it's R, and you can say R. And if you can't say it, keep a spoon, a clean spoon, on the palate and say R. That's the sound. Or if you know English, the sound that comes when you pronounce borrow, proper English, not the Indian English. So borrow, that cut and paste that sound here, it's not such a difficult sound. But you can speak Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. A ghazal you will say with the G and Z. By the way, there is no F in Sanskrit, but everybody pronounces Gufa as Gufa. There is no F in Sanskrit. There is no F in any Indian language. But everybody says F. So much so that the Mother Dairy actually called it Safal. They didn't call it Safal. Anyway, that would have been a trademark issue also. It was easy to get Safal. But coming back to the main point, go for Vadasheri Damodaran Satheesan. For once, try and be an Indian. You can get all foreign sounds very correctly, but Indian sounds you can't. Shame on you.